Okay. Hey there, hold on 1 second. Hi, Mama Ames, how are you? Okay. Trying to find my chat here. There we go. Hi, Susan Elder. Hi, Lady Vaughn. Hi, Move to Lori, Gigi, Kathy. I made one video, and then the human remains were confirmed found. We don't know they didn't confirm whose human remains were found. So, but just that human remains were found. I know you see what is going on. You know I see what's going on. Yeah, so I was doing that, and a bunch of you were like, "Did you hear this?" I'm like, yeah, I'm making a video on it. I'm making a video on it, but then this stuff is just a notification. And then there's supposed to be, I think, there was a small press conference earlier, but didn't really say much. But I think there's another one coming up, right? Where is everybody? Hi, Hypersense. How are you? Hi, Ancy. Kathy B, Gigi, Lori. Just saw the news. I hate that any remains were found, but I pray it's not the kids, Kathy. Yes, Gigi. Yeah. These, and let's see here. There's Rexburg police said in a press conference that Chad Daybell was taken into custody for questioning, and they confirmed investigators found what they believed to be human remains on his property. So let's see if there's any later. Unidentified human remains recovered. So we have to wait, but how they didn't, I don't know. It seems like everything moves so slow. I don't know. Search warrant served. Rexburg police are served. Let me see if there's. The search warrant. The search warrant. The small press conference I saw.
Just underneath. You're awesome.
Okay. So maybe we just start off with introductions real quickly. I'm Chief Shane Sherman.
Oh, it's terrible audio because they're outside.
Wanted to give a brief press release today about some events that have occurred today in regards to our missing children's case of Tylee Ryan and Joshua Vallow. This morning we served the Rexburg Police Department and the Fremont County Sheriff's Office and the FBI served a search warrant in the 200 block of 1900 East here in Fremont County, also known as Chad Daybell's residence. Throughout the investigation, detectives and investigators have recovered what's believed to be human remains that have not been identified at this time. We are not going to answer any questions at this time in regards to any of the further the investigation until we have more details. But we were wanting to get this out to let everybody know before there's speculation or rumor that starts flying. So again, we're not going to take any questions at this time. We'll save that for a later press conference when we have more details. But again, we just want to reemphasize how much appreciation we have for you guys for coming out here and for covering this. And,
Hi, Michael.
and for
so yeah, there was nothing really at that one.
So we appreciate it. Thank you.
We have to wait. Human remains here.
I'm sorry again.
Can you just repeat what you said about human remains?
She asked him to repeat what he said about human remains.
Investigation, the investigators and detectives have recovered what's believed to be human remains that are not identified at this time. There is, I do want to add that Chad Daybell, who resides at that residence, has also been taken into custody for questioning in regards to that. And again, we'll give further press release at a later time and take questions regarding more when we have that. So, okay, thank you. We're not for sure yet, so.
Oh,
Once we find
okay.
out, we'll
Thanks,
let everybody
Brooks
know.
Channel.
Okay. That we can answer at this time, so. Okay,
Oh,
thank
so
you.
hold on, let me see. So Brooks Channel is saying, hang on, let me just shut
As
this
soon
now.
as we find out more, like I said, we'll let
Because
everybody.
there's nothing else that they say there. Brooks Channel said she posted what was found on Annie Cushing's Facebook. I just got a call from the victim's advocate. Human remains were found on the property. They don't know whose. An anthropologist is at the scene working with the investigators. So, yeah, we have to just wait there and see. 9 months since the kids went missing. You think he'll take himself out? I don't know, Tina. Yeah, it is disturbing. He's been walking around free, and I don't know. I mean, somebody said, didn't they have cadaver dogs out there? Didn't they have this, place searched? They were gone in Hawaii for a long, long time. If I went to jail, the two most things I would miss are internet access and driving my car. Do you think Lori talked? I don't know. Hi, G-Maps. How are you? Hi, Peace Niddle. Hi, Scout Inquirer. How are you? Hi, Ethereal Goddess. Yeah, so I mean, I had just made the video and then I uploaded it, and by that time, and then human remains in there, so I figured I'd go live with that part of it and see what you guys think. I don't know. I mean, hopefully it just seems so much time has been lost. You think someone talked? Probably Lori or Chad's kids. They offered her a plea, you think? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, you think the niece talked? Could be. Could be. If it's the kids, which is likely. Wow, what the nerve to bury them in the front yard. Oh, okay, G-Maps, thanks. Hi, Kindness Cake. Oh, thank you so much, G-Maps. She will get the Casey Anthony treatment. As terrible as it sounds, I hope those children are together, whether in this life or the next. Neighbors may have seen him doing odd things in the yards. Hi, Kirsten Maynard. It looked like it was a fire pit. Let me see. Where's our pictures? It was so weird. Don't ask me. I was sitting here. I got back from I wasn't listening to any news or anything. I got back from my blood work and everything. And something just said, I think something happened in Lori Vallow. And I just searched, for breaking news. And I saw the stuff on East Idaho News. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Why did I just think of that? Because I didn't watch any YouTube. I didn't listen to the radio at all. I mean, I listened to the radio, but it was serious. And it was like the Beatles station and stuff. But when I got home, I said, look something up. I don't know why, but something came to me. And then you guys were like emailing, so many people were emailing, did you hear this? Did you hear it? But let's see here. Let me get no, that's not the one I want. So this is, oops. I hate they can't see these advertisements. Okay. So this is from East Idaho News. And that's where you're talking about the blue. They have these awnings out there. Must be sunny out there. And did someone say something about the fire pit? Well, Brianna, if they really believed all this stuff that they're saying they did, which they're thinking they did them a favor because they were not going to be able to get back in their bodies and they're somewhere better. And that's why he said long ago, it's complicated, the kids are fine. Right, yeah, it is shocking that they... This is up at Chad's, where they're searching today. Says, I just got a call from the victim's advocate. Human remains were found on the property. They don't know whose. An anthropologist is on the scene working with investigators, and that's from Annie Cushing. Is there a water well there? I don't know. What is that? They've only said human remains, right? No further details. They said there'll probably be another press conference later on. There used to be a pond there. You mean in that depressed area right there? Hi, Gumshoe Graham. Someone else from Chad, you think, maybe? With this information, I bet Lori would have run if was given bail. Well, they're coming closer and closer to their July end of the world. Cattle pond. Could he even had a trough? I wonder if he had one of those round trough things that the dried up pond that was mentioned in January. Okay. Pond no longer there, but you haven't investigated it. Okay. All right then. Oh, but you're talking about that big depression. But I'm talking about, you see the little one that looks like a ring over here? You're talking about this is the pond, dried up. But see this ring? It looks like there was something either placed over that, one of those maybe round, you know, trothy kind of things that they have on farms, or is that a fire pit? Is that the fire pit? There's nothing that looks like it's charred in there, so it doesn't look like, but it almost looks like something was removed from on top of that. You think that might be a well? That might be a well right there? Okay. Well, I mean, that's, well, not, yeah, I don't know. Or a corn crib that's been removed. Yeah, that's what I mean, like those big round, well,
Thank you, buddy.
Did you wear it?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember which,
It's in Mommy's car.
Brooks Channel, exactly, no telling how many people. We saw a mystery crime movie where the suspect worked at a cemetery and buried the victim there and wouldn't have been found if not accepting a plea deal in exchange for info on where he buried her. Huh. Interesting, Norma. Between Chad's portal and Tisha's broomstick. This is an old pond, is what they say. This depression right here, this, people are saying, might be a well. You can't get these people. Yeah, but, you know, they're going by this thing that, oh, they did them a favor because, oh, wow, they couldn't get where, you know, they were trapped. They were trapped in this, they couldn't get back to their body. They turned into zombies. And if they, you know, took care of their human body, in other words, then their soul or their spirit could travel on to where it needed to be. And that's why the kids are all right. That's what I've always thought what he said, when the kids are all right, but it's complicated. If the kids are all right, why couldn't you say where they are and not that it's complicated? So they're going to go into this big thing, and maybe, you know, I don't know. If he's going to say, they're going to say he's insane because he believes this stuff. I don't know. I love my doggies. How are you? Could Melanie Gibb have given more information? I mean, she could have, yeah. I mean, we'll have to see. It'll be coming out. Maybe they have to get this done before the end of the world there, you know, July. Poor children. Hi, Teresa. I wonder what Chad Daybell's children. Wouldn't you think 2 adults would understand that there are consequences? Yeah, but if they were like, did they really believe that stuff? If they did, they're thinking, you know, they did something to help them. I mean, I don't know. I just, or are they pretending they believe this because it suits their needs, what they want to do? See if Melanie really speaks the truth about her Mother of the Year aunt, the one that raised her and she looks up to. I have a well too, and my well is not like that, but they have a cap. The wells here for, you know, drinking water. They have a little thing that comes up and has a cap on it. It doesn't look like that. Helicopter. said they were tarps being set up. Oh, 100%. That's what they're supposedly think. Yeah, that's what they thought with that's exactly what Melanie said. Not Melanie. Yeah, Melanie. It's the niece. Pawlowski. Were their beliefs that they can't get back into their, once they get into that zombie state, they can't get back into their own body, and they have to, you know, it's like a mercy thing, killing them because it lets their spirit go on to where it needs to be. Right, Gumshoe Graham, yeah.
I need to close the door.
Video of the view from the air. Yeah. There's a lot of aerial footage on. I can't play it on here, but there's a lot of it out there on multiple. It's on East Idaho and. John Lori will blame it all on her brother. Yeah, possibly. Outdated on the niece. Too much for hearing all the crazy stuff. I lost interest. I know, Lori Lee. It's been going on a long time. But I don't know. We'll see what's going on now. I mean, hold on. Yeah, I guess so, Brooke. That looks like Chad's little compound. I wonder if other believers. Well, in the video I just made, you could see that other publisher, the other publisher, writer that he was working with on the near-death experiences, said his views were not aligned with the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints any longer, and then he wanted to get away from them, so she didn't feel aligned with him on what he was. Hi, Alicia, how are you doing? There are 3 times. I don't know if it just maybe things are scattered. We don't know. That one the kids know won't be open to it. I think Lori was going to bring their spirits. You can't. According to them, you can't do that, Trish Bay. That's the whole thing. Lori went on to have a wonderful time in Hawaii. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Very, very bizarre. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hi, Crafts by Diane. I'm sure she probably, yeah, her attorney's probably telling her because they have the same, he has Mark Means, right, too. Did you guys find anything? Yes, I did. I found the shake. I got the gold shake. Where are you seeing human remains found? It's all over. Go on Twitter. We just heard it in the press conference. Go listen to the press conference. Go to I believe it's Channel 9. Yeah, Harley. Hey, Margie. Hey, Sonny. What I saw was the Attorney General's victim advocate Joe Ryan's sister Annie with an email saying they would be contacting her after they exhumed the bodies found in the yard. And Brooks Channel said that Annie Cushing put human remains were found on the property. They don't know whose. An anthropologist is on the scene working with investigators. She could have, Lonnie. She could have done a deal. Hi, Jennifer Cobb. It's on Facebook as well. News 8. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Ansi. There was always a little bit of hope, and she couldn't even bear. Well, we don't know 100% that it is them, Alicia. We have no idea yet because it hasn't been they haven't been identified, the remains. Hi, Mel from South Africa. How are you? The so-called mother has spent this entire time living her life while the children. Again, we don't know for sure that they are the children, Sarah, right? So, I mean, yeah, but while they're missing, for sure. You opened 5 more and still no Hostess products? You didn't get the donuts, Mama Ames? I thought you got them. 2 of the same Kikkoman? Oh, that's weird. Hi, Jesse. If it's the kids, the bodies have likely been there some 8 months. Could be more, but it could be. I see you, you see me. Hi, Zoe Barton. Are there other people missing? Well, I just saw the New York Post. Yeah. You're going to see a bunch of outlets, media outlets with that, Brad. They should be able to do that of a juvenile press conference. Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it is. Is it going to be Mountain Time? I mean, probably their time, Mountain Time. I would think. Give them the most time there. They're not sure. Absolutely not, Elaine. No positive identification has been made on them. Oh, I thought you got them. Really? Yeah, well, there were a few things I didn't get until recently, and now I've started to get them. He's a grave digger. Maybe it's old remains. Could be, Gail. We don't know, right? We don't know yet. You think dental records could give quick results? You would think, right? Hi, Ulala. How are you? She's trying to say, did he have some type of, that he was a grave digger at the cemetery? Could he have brought home remains? I don't know why he would do that, but I'm from New York, Christy. What state are you in, Christy? Smell must have been just awful, and people live in that home. Hi, Adacor. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she picked up the puppy, Mama Ames. The puppy has been picked up. Poor Beth is driving back and forth. The puppy wants to be held, but I had to get up. It's crazy. I had to be up almost all night because of this puppy thing, and then I slept for a couple of hours, and I had to go to the hospital. It's not a hospital. Not another soul was there. It's more like I wanted to take a picture or a video of the parking lot. Not another soul there. You have no idea. And it's not just because of this. This is anytime. This is they call it our own private piece of paradise, because you can go to this. It truly, they open up when you come in. But I was the only one there besides the one person in the office, the security guard, and the lab person. And so I had to get my fasting blood work done. I did that. You're born and raised in Buffalo? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that about your husband. Gail, sorry. You're trying the napkin decoupage? And what are you doing? Adicor, what type of thing are you doing? Red carpet hospital, yeah. Oh, and the scariest thing happened. I was all discombobulated, and I pushed the button to shut the car off, but I left the car in gear. And as I'm getting out, there was like an incline, and the car starts rolling. I'm like, oh my gosh, right? And then I'm like freaking out. What the freak's going on? And I'm like, oh my gosh, wait a minute, I've got to put my foot on the brake. I've got to put the car back in park. I was like, wouldn't that have been something if I just went crashing right into the emergency doors? Oh my gosh. And I beeped the horn by accident as I had to put my foot on the brake, started up again, put it in gear. I don't know why. The car says everything. It should say, you can't shut your car is in gear, right? It should say that. It says everything else, this car. Yeah, well, I'm overdue for this, Alicia, because of the whole Corona stuff. That happened to you too, Lonnie? Oh my gosh. Really? Yeah, I'm not used to that freaking thing that... They knew I was there. Yeah, I was so embarrassed because I was like the only... Oh my gosh. You're making tissue boxes? You've done that too? I had like 1 foot out and I'm like, the car is like rolling down. Like, what the heck? I'm just glad I didn't like jump out. Oh my gosh. Do the brakes work when the car is off? Well, I think so, right? I don't know. All I did was I put my foot on the brake, I pressed the button to start the car up, and I like threw it in park. I remember looking like, that's exactly what I thought, Brooke. I'm like, oh my gosh, who freaking saw that? It's so stupid that we think that, right? It's the first thing we think. And then I'm like, how did I hit the horn? So I had to draw attention to it. Because there's nobody there, so they're probably looking at me on the camera like, here comes somebody. Oh my gosh, look, she's getting out. Now the car's rolling. I'm sure there probably is a doomsday bunker there. Right? It's crazy. Here come the trollers. Yeah, you have to, right, put the foot on the brake to start the car. Steering won't work when the car is off. I'll have to check it out for you. Yeah, but sadly, that's what a lot of people do. They think, who saw that? Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm sure that I was on the cameras. Are you okay, ma'am? I don't know, just weird. But yeah, she has the puppy, and my son is actually going to arrive maybe 2 hours before she gets there because she's run into some traffic. She's had to take care of the puppy a little bit. 3 p.m. Mountain Time? Is that when it is? Is it 3 p.m. Mountain Time? Or is it 5 p.m. Mountain Time, Gumshoe Graham? It kept getting faster. Oh, wow, wildlife. That sounds crazy. Huh. Brooks Channel. You even yes, you do have to use it to start the car, right? You're right. It's a it's not my puppy, it's from my son. So he's getting a it's a dachshund. Somebody says a party, what is it? A party bold or something? As long as he stays away from well, what about the white? He's going to some White Oak shopping center or something. You know where that is? No, I think it's past yours, Apollonia, so I'll help you out gladly. It hasn't arrived yet. She sent me a picture. She was on the road at about 7 o'clock. Piebald, party bald. And she said the puppy just wants to be held. He really doesn't want to be in the crate. That won't be a problem my son has, and because his girlfriend's there. And so thanks, Pauline. I'm doing as well as I can. You've never heard of it, Mom Ames? She says that's where the Chick-fil-A is, the Target, the PetSmart, the Publix. Do you live close to there? When would dental records confirm? I don't know how soon they'll have it, Jackpack. No, I'm eating Emerald Deluxe mixed nuts. Hi, Sleeping Beauty. Chat's not refreshing. Let's see. You're 40 minutes. Huh. I don't. You're asking me, Mama Ames? I have no idea except what I told you. That's it. Soft, steady rain. She said she ran into a few bad. Well, nuts are good for you, Lonnie. Nuts are really good. They're a healthy fat. They're a healthy one. What's the matter, Alicia? Why are you sick to your stomach? Because it is? Or something else? Let me look. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Hang on. 1 second. Let me go to my mail. Thought it was white. It could be, you know, my mind, Mama Ames, it could be like white, totally white something else, or purple or something. Hold on. Okay, so she said the Target at White Oaks Shopping Center on Laburnum Avenue is a good place. There are food establishments, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, a steakhouse, Olive Garden, Red Lobster. There is a PetSmart, also a Publix. if they need essentials for on the road, and Publix has a pharmacy in case there's any need for pharmaceuticals. White Oak Shopping Center is about 5 miles from where he would get off Interstate 64 heading towards the Richmond International Airport. It's a good location for me because it's about 5 miles from my home. So, you're good. That's far enough from. Oh, good. Okay, good. He was making pretty good time, and then the last thing I heard from him was like, "Oh wow, what are they doing here? The lane size changed." And I heard his girlfriend say something, and then, oh my gosh, so I have to check in with him in a little bit. But he was supposed to. He thought he was going to be there by 4 something, but I don't know how. He was just getting into Maryland. Are you in Florida? You go to the grocery store? You're in Idaho. Let me see if you got there. There was a search warrant executed Catherine B., and there were human remains found at Chad's residence, but they haven't identified them, and Chad's been taken into custody for questioning. Yes, he's been taken into custody, yeah, right, for questioning, yes. Oh, on your car radio? You're watching on the big screen, Margot? Put your teeth in? What are you talking about? Put whose teeth in? My teeth are in. Oh, that's maybe where he was I'm gonna just. We do, yeah, I mean, yeah, right. We don't know 100% who they are. Hi, Bagel. Oh, they executed a search warrant like 7 a.m. on Chad's property. They found human remains. They have not identified them. They took Chad into custody for questioning. They're going to have a press conference later on. Did you hear me, Breezer? That's what you're here for, news on Chad. He's been taken into custody for questioning. Human remains found on his property. Not identified. Sean Larrabee, we're not talking about nothing. So maybe you can go to another place where they're talking about nothing, if that's what you're looking for. I wonder where he was on his way to when they stopped him. I don't know, Susan. Local talkers, the kids have been dead for months. Yeah. He will likely not talk. The whole story is tragic. So many people dead. Too many. I hope they found. At first, when I came in, I thought it was going to be about the color. The color. The color? What do you mean, wildlife? It's Mark Means. Yep. This is his lawyer. He was ready to take a vacation, lovies. Chinby. Okay, Grim Reaper, see you later. Bye-bye. Let me get on the, I have to get on the other chat where I can take people out. Shoot, I should have just gone to the, let me go here. See the chat that I can manipulate. Someone spoke up. Maybe it could be a lot of people. Yeah, some people are even saying Lori could have been taking a plea. Go for it, Jen B. Did they say who? No, they did not identify the remains of Bagel Blarney. How they aren't being tortured to tell where the kids are. That's what. Okay. Every time I put my hands in the sink. Chipbills, I must be losing stuff you're saying. From put your teeth in to something appearing in your sink. Yeah, well, I said that as well, Gigi. That's what it is. He's been arrested. He's been taken into custody for questioning.
I didn't get a notice.
You didn't get a notice? I don't know. Maybe because of the other video I put up.
I'm not got anything.
Did anybody get notifications? I don't know.
Let me see what's going over here. Nothing.
Yeah, I doubt it because I had put up a video. That's how YouTube runs sometimes.
So you're not worried about it?
What? There's nothing I can do about it. I'm online. I'm live now. There's nothing I can do. Jimmy thinks there's something like Jimmy. You cannot play music.
Why?
You can't play that.
I'm not.
No notice again. You were searching. You did get one? Okay. I've decided dishes can wait. I'm not getting a bell sound. I just happen to be watching. My teeth are happening. How did it? No, this is actually the second warrant on the property. You're right. They did one in January 6th. You got notices for both. Yes, some people do, some people don't. Hi, Carolyn A. How are you? 333 is in here. You got a notice, Linda? Okay. Some did, some didn't. Now, see, you say it's a fire pit. That's what I said at first. Then some said it's a well. Some said other things. A little moth? Probably. I think my little screen door is open like a little hair. Lane, we know they've been found. No identification yet. Okay, yeah, you know, Yiva, have fun. Bye-bye. See you later. Let me help you out so your ears don't get hurt. Oh my gosh. Unidentified, yep. And then Brooks Channel says, Annie Cushing posted, I just got a call from the victim's advocate. Human remains were found on the property. They don't know whose. An anthropologist is on the scene working with investigators. Chad lost 70 pounds. Yeah, he's probably stress, starvation. Please open all the bags. Okay, T. Koski, I'll help you out so you don't have to worry about that. I'll just take care of you. Bye-bye. They're just trolling. It's okay. Oh, they just love to do it, Lynn. You had a full moon a few days ago. They're drinking. Bye, Charles. Hi, your main girl. How are you? Hi, Hypersense. Hi, Lavender Flower. Do I know Chad? Okay, RH. Do you know Chad? Chad is a very different kind of a monster. I think the more that's revealed, we will see how disturbed and manipulative the man is. Absolutely, Ed Cat. Hi, the Bryan clan. How are you? Oh yeah, we can delete them. So I don't know why they bother, but they do. That's gone long. That doesn't apply at YouTube, Gmaps. Hi, Laughing Lori. Hey there. Hi, Belly Dancer. Oh my gosh. I know, right? Shocking news. Thanks, Desiree. Hi, Barb. You're fasting? They're not pretzels. They're nuts. And I was fasting too, but not as long as that. You're folding laundry, Raina? I wonder if they missed the remains the first time, or if JJ wasn't there the first time and they brought him back alive or deceased. It's also sad. Well, they were there the last time, January 6th. Hello there, Tina. Hi, Dawn Marie. Hi, Suzanne. Hey, April Sunset, how are you? People writing their interior monologue. Imagine them constantly walking up. Right, they wouldn't say that to them in person, though. Be real. I've already said that. Do you see the title? We don't have to go to another channel. It's said there right in the title. Hi, Leaping Lizard. How are you? I bet Lori took a plea. It seemed like they knew exactly where to look. Could be, could be. He was taken into custody in cuffs to be questioned. Chad's going to need to beef up in jail, or Bubba and Splinter. Do I remember the date of the security footage from when they walked out? It's in October, wasn't it, Dawn Marie? It was the same day that Brendan was shot. One of the times. Or the day before, when they changed out the seats and they said that he was probably taking the seats out so he could crouch down. Remember? We don't know, open minds, that is definitely them. Hi, Catherine. One was October 2nd. Oh, those are good. Yeah, wildlife, those are good. Hi, Lori. Hi, Deb Lyons. They could, Alicia, with what that stuff is, yeah. Hey, Newfie. Oh, no. Could be more than 2 remains. It could be, Hillary Jane, yeah. Could be. It is that, Linda, somebody. Hi, Summer Lilacs. Hi, White Tiger. Hi, Joanne. Because of how they search targeted areas, I feel someone is talking to the authorities. Could very well be. Hi, Renee W. How are you? Do you know what led to the search? We don't know. They had a search warrant. It's sealed. Considered Consolidated Farmers Canal is an irrigation system. Lori Ann, you're not blocked. If you were blocked, I couldn't see your comment. Wishing there was one truth about the shift of Kozlowski's mouth. Can you believe they devised the pesticide track every? Yeah. Crazy. Hi, Maui Chickadee. How are you? How long will it take? I don't know. We could hear something at the press conference. You just read that Chad's friends are telling him to do the right thing. Yeah, that's his brother too. Yeah, Aces, I was thinking that as well, since that was the last place she was seen. Rumors Chad's deceased wife's. They're still, oh, what was the word they used? It's not pending. They're They haven't been released yet. I have it in the last video. His colonoscopy went good. His endoscope of his GI series, they found some inflammation in his stomach and they took 3 biopsies. You're a lot better. That's good. Yes, they'll have another press conference. I think it's 5 o'clock Mountain Time, not Eastern. Yeah, the one on the side of the road, we listened to that earlier. It doesn't say much except that human remains were found and they were not identified, and there will be more information later on. No worries, Brittany. $3 p.m. So wait, then it should be any minute, right? It should be in 4 minutes? Are you sure? Well, let's see. You're saying it's going to be in 4 minutes? Let me check. Let's look at Local News 8 because that's who had it before. Where do you see? Let me see. Go to there. Let me go to Twitter. It's usually. Let's see here on Twitter. I'm not seeing that. Everything's fine. They're playing with their friends. Okay. I'm trying to see when the press conference is, but I don't see it. Where did you see that it was 3 o'clock Mountain Time? I thought it was 5 o'clock Mountain Time. Let me see. Oh, you definitely could be wrong. Is that? It's been on, Caroline? What's been on? That was an earlier press conference. We saw the one at 3. But that was 3. Hold on. You guys are, you're, I think we got your time zones mixed up. I think it's 5 o'clock Mountain Time is the next one, which would be, what is it, 2 hours from now. Jimmy, how come you opened those doors?
What doors are those?
Luke's and the other one. Because their game is getting really intense there.
Oh, meandering around.
Yeah, you did because I had them both closed.
Close that door right there, and it's too hot.
No, it's not.
Can I get a cup of coffee now?
No, please shut those doors because the screaming is really annoying. Now I lost my, hold on, where's my chat now? There we go. Okay. Is there another one? There will be another one, but that's what we're trying to figure out. You saw one scheduled for 3:30 Mountain Time. Where, Liz, though? 2 hours. See, that's what I'm thinking. 2 hours from now, Eastern Standard Time. They had one press conference, Tara. We listened to that in the beginning, but they're having another one. Hi, Trace Angel. Another press conference, yes. It's 2 p.m. here, and Mountain Time is 1 hour ahead, so it's 3 p.m., right? That's right, Newfie. You just called EIN press desk. They are not having a press conference. That doesn't mean some other station isn't. Okay. I think it was, the other one was on 8, right? They had one. We listened to that, Gen B, but they said there was going to be another one. It's 5 p.m. Eastern, but it's 5 p.m. Eastern now. You're 2 hours behind. Mountain Time is 2 hours behind, so it's 3 Mountain Time, and it's 5 Eastern. Yeah. Know what, where the pics. You can go look at the other video I made. There's pictures in there, or you can go to East Idaho News. Don't recall one of the radio stations. I mean, I can put the other picture we had up. Box. Let's see here. Here's another shot of the shot we had up before. I'm gonna get over there. Here's their tarps, there's awnings put up. This is supposedly a dried out pond. And this, some people are saying it's a fire pit, some people are saying it's a well. And here's a picture when, blurry, but when Chad was taken into custody there, with hands cuffed behind his back. What? No, I don't think so. In Silver, no, I don't know. I really don't know about where the white, I thought she said it was in Virginia. Somebody said he lost a good bit of weight, 70 pounds or something. They're saying, yes, it's in connection to the remains found and the kids' disappearances. Hi, Pilot Pete. Whether or not he'll end up being charged, it's very rewarding to see him in handcuffs. Anything for love. Maybe they're just not releasing that yet. It's a fire pit. That's what I said to begin with. There was a new statement made about Yellowstone. A new statement made by who? Who made the new statement? I don't see that. Says, here's another report, okay, from KUTV. Human remains were found on Chad Daybell's property in Rexburg, Idaho. Police confirmed that on Tuesday. The remains have not been identified. No other information about what was discovered on the property was released. Police say they will give an update when the remains are identified. Daybell was taken into custody for questioning more than 3 hours after law enforcement arrived at his home to serve a search warrant in regards to his wife, Lori Daybell's missing children, 17-year-old Tylee Ryan and 8-year-old Joshua J.J. Vallow. Fremont County Sheriff's deputies, officers. Here's another. Let me get that. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can. And the FBI arrived at Daybell's residence at 7 a.m. The two children have not been seen since September 2019. Ryan was last seen in Yellowstone National Park with her mother, uncle, and brother in September 2019, and JJ was last seen alive on September 23rd at the school the day before. Vallow Daybell informed administrators that he would no longer be a student there. She said she would be homeschooling him. And yeah, I don't see any new, I don't know what you mean by a new statement on Yellowstone. Not sure what you're talking about there. Do you think Lori will start talking? She could have. Thank you, Shelley. Hopefully those kids. Tammy's autopsy. Yeah, but not that it was in. It was pending, I believe. It hasn't been released. I mean, that's what I said in the other video. I forget if that was the exact word I used because my brain is going to mush, but it's in the other video. Yeah, there's going to always be a lot of rumors flying, Paisley. I don't think that's a fire pick. Which one are you talking about, Jen B? There is a dried up pond, but then there's another like depression. Gumshoe Graham had some more information. Let me see. You just called the police department and they're not sure of a press conference, but will send me a press release when ready. I'll forward it to you. Okay, thanks. Okay. I think Lori's family has made it appear that someone else killed the kids as a defense. Very well be. Idaho Police, Human Remains. There is a press release. Yeah, I think we just read that about the. I think I just read that. I don't know if you just got in here. There's no telling how many people have been killed. Question: some random mom. Who's some random mom? How come I can't see some random mom? Someone's talking to some random mom, but I can't see that person. How do you dance on the beach, people? PD wants her YouTube channel name and email if you want the press release as soon as... Sure. And we'll send it to you. Oh, I see. All right, Gumshoe Graham. I mean, you could give them mine if you want, or send it on to me. That's fine. Thank you. You're going to start your supper. Okay, good. It was Justin Lum. I think you're thinking. Posted about just now? I'll check him out. Let me see. Justin Lum, Fox 10. That's who he wants it. All right, so he says, let's look at his Twitter, because I think you're looking at it. He did a recap. He's doing a recap. I did that in my other video of the timeline. That's what you're seeing about Yellowstone. 1 hour ago, you know, he posted, for those that have been following, human remains have been found at her husband's home in Idaho after months of searching. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else about Yellowstone. I think you're looking at the timeline. I think that's what you're looking at, and you're thinking it's a new update about Yellowstone. It's not. That I see. I don't see that. It's just the timeline. What an emotional roller coaster. Yeah, to their prayers to their family, definitely. Hey, thanks, Gumshoe Graham. Thank you. On Twitter, it looks like the third tweet down. Yeah, but isn't that just the timeline? One is the human remains. Two is interactive timeline. The $20,000 reward was announced in January. Okay, yeah, that's just about, that's $20,000 reward announced in January. One source with a county search and rescue says he has not received a request to assist in the search. A large park without specific focus point to look for Tylee. FBI does not indicate a search ever happened there. Hey there. Thanks, Shelley. Thank you very much. And thank you, Brooks Channel. Thank you. Love you too. Prayers for you too, Brooke. Hope you're doing okay. Why didn't they find the graves when they checked the property? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that they had cadaver dogs. I don't know that they were searching in that area. I don't know. There was really, yes. Yes, Mandy, but we don't have an identity on them. To figure Lori might blame someone else. Absolutely. It was winter and the ground was frozen too. Yeah, Heidi. Hi, Aoife. How are you? I think they will say how many. Tina. Hi, Tina. No, they can't. You have to have a search warrant, Brittany. Was it snowing? It could be. I don't know. Someone else said this, but I can't wait to hear what the niece has to say now. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Dahlia. How are you? Will they keep him in custody until the DNA? I think he's not gonna. I don't think he's. I don't think he's gonna be going home. We'll see. Thanks, Aoife. Thank you. You read they did have cadaver dogs there? Let me see what I can. Hold on a minute. Okay. Here, let's see. January 3rd, 2020. Oh, yeah, now I remember the video. Remember the video they were sifting through the snow? Here, I'll show you what it looked like back then. It looked like, hang on. It looked like this back then, and they were sifting through snow. But, let's see. Oh, thanks, Nicole Griffith, for the super sticker. Thank you. So, it says, a large group of local and federal law enforcement executed a search warrant Friday, and again, this is back in January, at the Salem home owned by Chad Daybell and his deceased spouse, Tammy. The group of law enforcement included the Rexburg Police Department, Fremont County Sheriff's Office, and the forensic unit from the FBI Salt Lake City office. They arrived at the home early Friday. They stayed until 5 p.m. They came in marked and unmarked vehicles, and they surrounded the rural property near Rexburg. Officers spent time in the home. They searched a shed on the property. At one point, they used metal detectors, probes, and rakes to go over several portions of the yard. Fremont County Sheriff Len Humphreys said that law enforcement recently obtained sufficient probable cause to obtain a search warrant for the home. Officers were searching for forensic evidence such as blood or chemicals, which might shed some light on the Daybell case. This has been in the works for several days. When you're doing an investigation, you have to accumulate evidence, and the process takes time. Humphreys would not say what the sufficient probable cause was that allowed them to get the warrant, but said it is related to both the missing children and Tammy's suspicious death case. It's all related, he said. Okay, and it doesn't mention, here's another picture, cadaver dogs or anything, and I don't see cadaver dogs. But they were searching. Hey ASB, how are you? Hi true crime enthusiast. He was a grave digger before, makes me wonder how long he's been up to no good. Incognito Tina. Hi Maureen, how are you? You heard what? You heard one dog was there? Hold on a second, I have to see what bird that is. Why is that bird doing that? Hold on one second. What is that? Huh. I don't know. Hi, Lori Beth. How are you? They blame it on they'll blame it on Alex. Nate Eaton did say K9 was there, the first report. Okay. All right, Renee. Well, I heard it. The bird came to visit. No, it was just a weird call. I'm pretty good with my bird calls, but that was, I don't know which one that was. No, it wasn't a cardinal. You can hear the cardinal. It was a different call. That's why I said, who is that? And you've got human remains on your property. Consider yourself arrested. You had the dentist today? Sorry to hear that. Spoiled one? Well, okay. 7 a.m. they brought a search warrant over to Chad's property. They found human remains on the property. They haven't been identified. And they've taken Chad in cuffs into custody, and they've been questioning him now. And they're due to give a press conference, they say now, when they had a small press conference that told us that, but then they said when the human remains are identified. Specifically, okay. Maybe they didn't search that area. Carolyn, did you get my email? This was happening. Lori, I was actually working on the first video when everyone started to send me. I did get I saw your email, Scooter. So many people were sending in emails about it. I was like, oh, okay. I'm actually working on a video. And I put out the other video. And then I didn't want to put about the human remains when I was making that one because I wasn't absolutely sure that had been confirmed. I didn't want to put that out there. But then when it was, then I said, and then I'll go live and talk about the human remains. We don't know, Spoiled, if it's just one person or not. All we hear, remains is that's it. There's a video, it says, what does it say? It says something similar to this, but it also is going to give you the timeline in the case. It also goes over that the publisher and her thing. It goes over the interview the mother gave, Lori's mother, and it also goes over Melanie Gibbs. So it has more than just this on it. If you just go to the Mommy Ramblings channel and click videos, it'll be the next video. Hi, Liz Stewart. Hi, Merritt Faye. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Cammie. How are you? He had handcuffs on, so he's not just going, yeah, he was, yes. He had his cuffs on. So having you around helps me cope because you're so pleasant. Aw, thanks, thankful and grateful. Thank you. I think Lori is going to claim mental instability and brainwashing. Probably. She'll do whatever she can to save her life there. How long we don't know, Lindsay. I don't know. They said it's when they do, they will have a press conference. We're still here. Not from last night, Tina. Hasn't been that long, has it?
What?
What? Oh, I didn't say anything.
What's me? FaceTime you?
Oh, gosh. Everyone here. Hi, Janine. How are you? Chad must be freaking out. Yeah, right? Probably doesn't believe it until they actually get caught. They always think they have the perfect plan. The kids, well, they believe that from what this Melanie, wait. Her niece said that Pawlowski, once someone gets to turn into that zombie, there's nothing you can do. Their spirit and everything cannot return to that body. You have to get rid of that body, and it's like almost like a mercy to them to let them pass on to the next realm or whatever. And so I believe that's what Chad meant when he said the kids are all right, but it's complicated. Hi, Dana. Hi, Deborah. Off to work. Have a good day. PD said release is sent to you shortly, whatever that means. All right, let me check. I'll check if I have anything, but. I don't have anything. I just want to make a quick call to my son just to see where he is. Hang on one second. Okay, he's at PetSmart, so he's there. He's there at PetSmart, and she's supposed to be pulling in around 7. So that's good. Lori is complaining that people are peeping at her in jail. Had they killed one of the kids at Yellowstone on a hot day, it would have been most likely because those have sometimes boiling water. Wow. Yeah, I had to call him and to make sure he was there because the last time I talked to him, he was going into DC and the lanes were changing, probably shifting, and he was like all woohoo, preoccupied. Yeah, he is getting a dog, Lori Beth. She said to get those wee pads or puppy pads, right? So he said, yeah, I got some in Petco. And I said, how much are they? Because if there's a Dollar Tree around, Dollar Tree sells them too. I don't know, I mean, just figure it out. Or there's a couple. And he's like, how much are those, Jen? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, if you have to ask, like, you don't even know how much they are? No, it's 150. I don't think you're going to need that many. Because Desi doesn't use them anymore. I mean, I've got some from Desi. Hi, Red Raven Spirit. How are you? Hi, Broken Halo. The human ones? Huh, I didn't think of that. I don't even know. Where can you even buy those? Do you have to go to a medical supply store or something? Lori Vallow's guilt is making her paranoid. They have human ones at Costco. I don't know. He doesn't. We don't have Costco around here, so that wouldn't help because he doesn't have one. Thank you, ugly fish. Oh, really? I never thought of that. Thank goodness I'm done with that now. Walgreens does. Yeah, Cassie. Okay, I'll have to check, Norma. Hopefully 150 will get him through, because the puppy, his puppy is, I think it's ready to, I mean, I don't think it'll take that long, because it's not really very young. You're too old for it. It's a lot of work. Because Desi is now 9 months and really pretty good. Hey, Catherine Drew, thank you. Before that, Chad used to, yes, absolutely, Crystal. He used, that's 100% the truth. 3 blue tarps because they have 3 spots where they're processing, right? Yeah, it doesn't mean 3 people. It just. Hi, Vicky. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Brittany H. Lori is probably giggling. Alicia, mom and sister, maybe others.
Her fever temperature.
What?
Are you live?
Yeah.
Oh.
Puppies are a lot of work, but they're sure worth it. Sure they
Hey,
are.
Mom,
What?
did my glasses come today?
I asked Daddy. I don't
There's
know.
3 boxes.
Oh, are there? Ask Daddy.
Dad, did my glasses come today? They're in here. The possibility.
So Chad's going to get arrested. We'd love to
There's 3
watch.
boxes.
Yeah, they're all mellow.
Are you sure? How do you know I'm not looking? All it says is wellness. Oh yeah, they are. Oh shit.
Oh, who's calling you? That's a horrible ringtone.
What?
You're in the market for a puppy? Good barker? That wouldn't be Desi. Desi doesn't bark much. Hi, Bethany Scobie. That's your ringtone. Winter Snow on? Yeah. Jimmy put that on my phone once as a joke.
Honey, a student was murdered.
What?
A student was murdered somewhere. I don't know where yet.
Jimmy says a student was murdered somewhere. He doesn't know where yet. Yeah, right. Especially in some of the first pictures of him. Look around for a minute. You use the adult Chuck's pads. That's a good idea, Norma. You have a big lab and he doesn't bark at all. Police said there were human remains. Yes, there were human remains found, Red Raven Spirit, but they haven't identified them. And they bark all the time, schnauzers. My other Westie used to bark a lot. Did any of Chad's kids live at home with him? He got a dachshund, Lori. And they're barkers when someone is outside. I have a lot of extra stuffed animals. Wanted to see not to keep them. Yeah, he likes that stuff, Noopy. You just wanted to see them? You're like Florida lady, Florida gray lady, right? She just wants to see she just wants to play the game, but she doesn't want any of the mini brands. Yeah, I want to probably go for my walk, I don't know, and then see what's going on with the puppy business. He's going to get back late, probably like 2 in the morning. What one did you get? What kind of puppy did you get for 300? Shelly, what kind did you get? I can't see, Shelly, what kind you got. I have to go back. Shelly, Jill, I was able to get mine for only 300 and they had one more female. A Shetland sheepdog? No, what did she get? What did you get, Shelly? Oh, a teacup chihuahua. Where are you located? I looked after her and she piddled every time she got really excited. Was she a miniature, a very small one? Hi, Vicky. Yeah, it is. It's very, very inexpensive for a dog. But really, it doesn't matter, you know, you could get a dog cheaply and then have a slew of medical issues and vice versa. You really just to look for a good, if you're looking for, you know, through a breeder, make sure you have a reputable one. Because a low price is not good if your dog's not healthy and then they're sick and you're spending thousands on vet bills and then they don't have a quality of life that's good. Does Chad and Lori have it? I have no idea. Lori said the kids were zombies. Yep, we went through that. I don't know why my video keeps flipping out. Why is it doing that? It is about, you're confused, Lauren. You've come in, we've been on for probably, how long have we been on for? Does anybody know how long we've been on for? I don't know. So Lauren, you first come in and then you decide that because we're talking about a dog real quick that we haven't discussed this case at all. Rewind it back and you'll get all the info, Lauren. Actually, 966 is what I say, Scoots. I know you're worth 109 minutes. Hi, Rosemary Roberts, 104. Quite a while, Alicia says. Yeah. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Lonesome Dove. Glad to see he has been arrested. I just came in and all I've heard is dogs. Okay, Shireen Bernard, if you just came in and all you've heard is dogs, maybe we've discussed the case over and over and over again, and we're talking about dogs for a minute. You can rewind and get all of the info. Okay, well then rewind it back, Shireen, and you'll get all that. We've been here for 104 minutes. Oh, I see 1,139 watching. Yeah, you're right. 11:50. Okay. Hi, Annie Cat. I wonder if anyone leaked. They could have. People said Lori could have spoken. Melanie, you know, her friend, the other friend. Hi, Betty Smith. How are you? Oh, enough anger. Yeah, yeah. We'll get rid of you. You don't have to worry about that. You're gone, Jay Sawyer. Hi, Shireen. Thank you. The title of the chat says what it's about. Right. No, but they said we were talking about something else after 104 minutes, so they were confused. Absolutely, know your worth. My personal opinion is people around them giving small tidbits, case slowly coming together. There's a lot of trolls. If she was stupid enough to say anything in jail, someone so ratted her out. I think she said, I was hoping they were parked on some cold property. Could be rescued. Who's kept JJ and Kaylee? We have all been waiting for this day. Have a great time meeting your son's new. Oh, I'm not going to meet him now, Deborah, because they're not going to get back until 2 in the morning. But I will thank you when I will. Melanie's husband could have said something. Could have. Hi, Jill B. You have to stay right on the topic every single second. Lots of babies in here need their bottles. They do. They just took him in. They will start sifting. That's oil, some more teeth, residue. Get more info here on the case and other lives, and I enjoy taking a minute to discuss something not so sad. Right, Shelley? The ones that say it are just ones that usually are just trolling. There's some other creators, like if somebody does that to them, they go like this, what do you mean, what are we talking about? Go rewind it. You know, I was like, it's so funny. Well, I don't think he stopped visiting her, probably couldn't with the virus stuff, right? From the interview, it looked like they had fairly close neighbors, which surprised you, Kim D says. Yeah? You got it, GMAPs, right? You got it. I can't believe the kids have been living in the house. Do we think they knew? Yeah, I've had them all the time. Know your worth. And we do have. I mean, we have a bald eagle, and we do have hawks around, but. You have to watch your doggies, and you know, it's thankfully nothing's happened like that. Numbers shut up because everyone else. I didn't think. I didn't realize the property was so rural. I'm assuming that's the driveway she was shot at. What? Shot at? I don't know what you're talking about, Wills. What are you talking about? The driveway she was shot at? Yeah, Liz Stewart, that's what I think. There's a lot of outbuildings and barns and things.
What is 2 FA mean? Go log into Xbox Live, Microsoft.
Tammy, who was shot at? Who's it? Oh, you're talking about with the... Okay, you're okay, Tammy. All right, now I know what. Okay, I was like losing it for a minute. Like, who are you talking about? I thought you were talking about Tylee. Vicky. It was sweet to see Chad in cuffs. Thank you, Brittany. I don't know, so we'll see what happens, but if they blame Alex on this, they could, right? And then he's gone, so maybe that's... I think once they were shown this were the children's... No, I haven't had, it's sad, yeah, I haven't had much hope that they're going to be found alive at all, no. Gizmo, oh my gosh, my little chihuahua was named, I had Gizmo and Bandit. I'd love to get another little smooth coat chihuahua. My chihuahua was so tiny, so cute. And I had a long hair, too. Together, they were half brothers. The title lets people know what's going on. Yeah, it does, right? Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
Lori's chat.
What's for dinner?
Hey, BA girl. Oh my goodness. Newfie. Oh my gosh. I forgot. Oh, wait. Scooter, did you send me your address? Did you? I don't think you did, Scooter.
Damn. I didn't mess it up.
I have to get that out to someone.
I looked in the mess up.
Anyways, I'm gonna go now, get my walk-in, have dinner, maybe do some crafts tonight. I don't know. We'll see. If anything else comes on this, I'll I mean, if it can go on. Hey, Lonesome Dove. The IDs have not been confirmed. We have to wait. All right. But anyway, thank you to the moderators for coming. Thank you all for coming. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day, and got to go rally up my troops and go for a walk and get dinner. Let's see, how do we end this one? All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.